99 attendees in the waiting room. Exciting.
Nice.
Okay, should I hit? Oh, okay. I'm going to hit start. It's 4 o'clock. Everyone ready?
We are ready.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Going live in 10.
Yeah, big marker, so dramatic. 10, 9, 8.
Right? I love it.
It's like MailChimp. Sending.
Yeah. Hello, everyone.
Hi, everybody. Welcome.
Hey, guys.
The doors are busting open to this event. Welcome.
Literally, people are breaking down the doors. Please tell us who you are, where you are, when your wedding is, or anything else you feel like sharing.
Where your wedding is, how your Friday's going.
How is your Friday going?
Guys?
I'm so glad it's Friday, guys.
I know, this is a great way to end the week, right? So thanks for being here.
I have my beholden cocktail. Hi, Cece.
What's in your cocktail, Rachel?
LaCroix and rosé. I know it's not the cocktail from the specialty cocktail, but I was working with what I had. I didn't have any peaches. I'm going to be honest.
I mean,
it still sounds amazing.
Just right. Right.
Really refreshing.
I got a little chance to celebrate.
Yay!
The champagne flute. I love it.
Oh my goodness.
Had to break out the big guns.
Keep up with all the London. Hi, Hannah from London.
Miranda,
oh my gosh.
Engaged. Congrats, Miranda.
Oh my goodness.
It's got all the coasts represented. Hello to California.
Love it.
Jessica, I'm glad you have your glass of wine. So do we, as we remember. This is so fun. I can't even read fast enough. Texas, Vermont, NYC, Delaware.
Oh, hey, Kelly from Philly.
Yeah, Philly.
Gotta represent for Philly.
Yay.
Let's see. Oh my goodness. Seattle, Philly, Brooklyn.
Lots of weddings coming up too. I'm so excited for you guys.
I know. Someone said they're being married in an apple orchard. That sounds so beautiful.
Ooh, that's
dreamy.
I know. That sounds
cool. October weddings.
A lot. It's like the perfect time of year weather-wise. I feel like anywhere in the country.
100%. October is now
it's more past June, right?
It did as of like 2 years ago, which is, I mean, it's amazing. I love a good fall wedding. I'm wearing my fall colors today.
Yeah, I love it. We were remarking on Lori's headband before y'all joined.
From Anthro. Love it.
Little Anthro love.
I really need to like get on every time Juliet wears a jeweled headband, I'm like, I need to get a jeweled headband. I never do it. And I'm always jealous.
It's a game changer.
Yeah.
It is.
I know. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Everyone please, if you're just joining, continue to tell us who you are and where you are and when you're getting married and where you're getting married. In the meantime, I'm going to start with just a little bit of housekeeping stuff. So welcome everyone. We're so glad you're here. We have a really fun giveaway and event today. Someone is going to win a beholden dress. Please putting your name and your wedding date in the chat because that is how we will choose the winner and we'll announce it at the end of the event. You are watching this exciting live event in a tool called Big Marker. There's a teeny tiny delay, so just know that if you chat us something, you're seeing it a little after we said it. There's a chat, which you're all using right now, and then there's also a Q&A where you can put longer questions and you can upvote one another's questions, which helps us answer your most burning questions and top topics. And I always like to say, just have a little bit of mercy. We are working from home just like you are, and we're doing our very best with our internet. We don't expect any problems, but I feel like I need to say it. Mm-hmm. And with that, I think we can dive in. Juliet, did I miss anything on the housekeeping?
One thing, you guys might have noticed there was a really cute video playing in the waiting room with Beholden and Minted about their new partnership, which is such a brilliant idea. Lots of great inspiration there. So if you didn't get to catch that, don't worry. We're going to send everything in an email after this, but that's just a fun thing I wanted to point out.
Perfect. Okay, so we are here today with a brand we love and adore, Beholden, and more specifically with Lori Conley, who you'll get to meet in just 1 second. Before we truly dive in, I just want to encourage all of you to mix up a Beholden Bellini. Like we said, I saw some of you have some wine. I have sort of a makeshift rosé and LaCroix situation going on here based on the ingredients I had. But it's Friday, so join us in a little drink. And we'll send you all the recipe, like Juliet said. All that info is coming after the event. For those of you who don't know, I'm Rachel, and I'm the founder and CEO of Love Stories TV. And we are a video platform for wedding planning and inspiration. So on lovestoriestv.com, you can watch real wedding videos from all over the world, tagged with all of the wedding pros who made those events happen. So you can see the venues, the planners, the florists, the dress designers. So any type of product or service you are looking for your wedding, you can find on lovestoriestv.com. And our event with Beholden is part of our inaugural Bridal Fashion Month. So because of the health crisis, New York Bridal Fashion Week couldn't happen in person. And so we said, why should buyers and editors be the only ones to get the first look at the new collections? And we teamed up with some of the top names in bridal to bring events like this to you. So thank you for joining us. And we're so excited you're here. And with that, I will let Juliet introduce herself and Lori.
Hi, everyone. I'm Juliet. I'm the head of marketing at Love Stories TV, and I work with Rachel. We are so excited to do this event with Beholden today. There's such beautiful dresses always at Beholden, but we're so pumped to give you guys a first look at the spring collection for next year. We're here with Lori Conley, who is the GMM at Beholden. And Lori, I'd love the audience to get to know you a little bit better. So can you give us sort of a brief intro to you and your role at Beholden and how you got to your current career path?
Sure, absolutely. Thank you guys so much for having me. I'm so excited to spend some time with you guys and for the brides that are joining us. So welcome everybody. So I've been at Beholden just about a year. Next week is actually my 1-year anniversary. I always joke that I have now spent a decade in the wedding industry, so I could never leave. It has got me hook, line, and sinker. Prior to being at Beholden, I was at David's Bridal for a while. But in my role now, I am a GMM, which means that I oversee all of our buying team. I also have the opportunity to oversee our marketing team, our creative team, our digital team. So it's a really unbelievable role that allows me to make sure that we go to market and have all the touch points for our brides ticked and tied and looking as lovely as you would expect from Beholden. I've always been like crazy about fashion ever since I was little. I'm a New Yorker by trade. So I grew up going to FIT for school. I've worked for companies after school like Levi's and Timberland. So definitely went from Americana into all things girly, which I couldn't be happier about.
I love that. Such amazing experience. And your job also sounds so fun. So tell us a little bit more about Beholden and what sets Beholden apart from other designers in the bridal space.
Absolutely. So for you guys who don't know, Beholden is part of the Anthropologie family. So all the things that you would expect from that, the experience of being in an Anthropologie store is what we bring to life with Beholden. So our brides, I always joke, they're not easily defined. She's got her own unique love language, but she comes to us to build the vocabulary. I like to think of us as curators of like unbelievably unexpected, beautiful things. We love things that are layered complexities. We love things that are quiet, beautiful moments. You're going to see things that are highly embellished and really romantic and beautiful today. And you're going to see things that are sort of clean slates and more modern and minimal. And that's what I love about our company is that we give a whole variety of looks and feels to the brides within the market. I always like to say too, we're very effortlessly inspirational. So we want you to feel comfortable and just feel like a beautiful version of you when you're wearing Beholden. It's really interesting. Beholden, because we are part of Anthropologie, we've got a really unique business proposition where we have inventory that's ready now. So as you're looking, shop along with us. We've got 20 stores across the US. We've got a website. And then we just recently, obviously because of COVID, launched virtual appointments, which has been a game changer on bringing brides into our community and into our fold that may not have a store near them. And they get that same unbelievable one-on-one experience with our stylists in our stores and get to experience what an appointment would be like virtually. We recently launched plus sizes, which has been an unbelievable thing. We fiercely believe that the great thing about love is everybody fits. And that includes no matter what size you are, where you come from in your walk of life, we are here to celebrate with you. So we were really excited. In August, we launched plus sizes for both our bridal and bridesmaids assortments. So Beholden is a place where you can come, feel beautiful, feel accepted, and feel celebrated.
What a good message. I love that. So I know y'all are anxious to see the beautiful gowns today. So I'm going to turn it over to Rachel and we're going to get into it in just a little bit.
Thanks, Lori. That was so fun to hear a little bit more about you and about Beholden. So today we're going to show you the spring 2021 Beholden collection. First with a brief video before getting into something really fun. We're going to accessorize each gown. And Lori will speak to the collection in just a moment. And later we'll answering all your styling questions. So we'll answer as many of your questions as we can throughout. So don't forget to put them in the Q&A and also peek in there and upvote the questions you're most excited about. And we'll leave time at the end for anything we may have missed. And we also have some fun polls that are going to pop up. So don't forget to answer those as well. We like to hear what your favorite styles are and sort of like which accessorizing look is winning. It's really fun to hear directly from you guys. And lastly, don't forget to visit bridalfashionmonth.com after the event. And we'll also send you an email where you can see the collections previewed and find out more information on where to buy everything you're going to see today. And now Lori's going to tell us a little bit more about the collection as a whole and what we're going to see.
Great. So obviously, things are so different in the wedding industry as it stands today. COVID has really changed the way not only you guys are thinking about where and when your weddings happen, but also what you're wearing to your weddings. And as a company and a buying team, it was really important for us to take that perspective as we developed new exciting product for you guys. So from countless brides who have had responded to uncertainty and disappointment with incredible resilience, taking the opportunity that a change might mean things that are better and improved than what you would have ever imagined in your original wedding plans. These wedding dresses are inspired by the remarkable brides that we've seen come forth this year. It's filled with versatile silhouettes, emotive details. We think everything should be like wearing poetry. So you're going to see some really beautiful uses and layerings of laces. And then even cleaner silhouettes that really have personality. So we were so excited about this collection. I think the versatility in where and how you can wear it really helps as people are changing their plans. And there's something for everybody here.
So smart and so true. Everyone, you're going to have your wedding and it just might, look and feel a teeny bit different than you originally thought. And so I think that Beholden thinking about that in their designs is just so smart. So let's go ahead and see the collection.
Let's do it.
Responsibility
I love it so much.
They're so beautiful.
It makes me
Right,
so
there's
excited.
really something for everyone in that collection. Like all of the lace detailings, but also something more simple. Like you really covered it all.
Well, I'm so excited that you feel that way because I certainly do. It's so interesting because wedding gowns are so personal and they should be a reflection of your personal style and your personal feelings. So it's really important for us to have that range. So
I want to say what my favorite is, but I'm going to wait until we like get there. I don't want to influence anyone's opinion.
I will share my favorite when we get to it. So
Okay. Okay, great. So now we're going to go through the collection, and Lori's going to tell us more about each gown.
excellent. So before we get into the individual gowns, I do want to say, so this is a sampling of what we have coming in. You're going to see 12 sneak peek of 12 of our dresses today, but we do have 26 dresses joining our collection. They're going to be available as of mid-December to try on in your local Beholden stores. But today you get the special opportunity to get to pre-order them on our website. So definitely check them out by name on beholden.com if you're interested. So this first dress, the Malone, I love. This is by a brand called Waters, and I'm going to make sure I go through all the pricing with you guys because one of the things that makes Beholden so special is the incredible affordability of these incredible global designers that we bring to market. So this one's $14.95. She's available from 0 to size 26W. This is an exclusive with our Waters partner. What I love about this one, it's just so ultra romantic. So you can see that the neckline sits at the tip of her shoulders. We've been seeing a lot of open necklines and off the shoulder necklines trending within the business. So we love this new fresh interpretation. What you can't see up close here is that the bodice is actually veiled tulle over like a really beautiful corded lace and point to sprays. So it's got a lot of like detail and interest when you get up close. And the best part about this too is that it's got this really beautiful blush lining. So that lining helps pop the lace. You get a lot of beautiful credit for it when you take your photographs. It'll show up really nicely in photographs. And so as we think about accessorizing them alone, and here we see it on one of our plus size models. When we think about accessorizing, the thing here is really like we took an approach to a very romantic take on it. So it starts with the veil. I think a veil moment is so unbelievably like incredible and beautiful for pictures. You don't have to keep it on all day, ladies, but I'll tell you, like the best Instagram photos are when that veil kicks up in the wind and it just, takes on a life of its own. This one is a fingertip veil. It actually has little crystals on it. So it gets a little bit of shimmer and shine that picks up the shine within the dress. And what I love pairing with this, especially is these earrings. We're seeing this really be a statement ear cycle. I think because the necklines are so open and beautiful, it really complements a really great earring. These high-low earrings, unbelievably affordable. They're $78. They're delicately hand wired. So they really feel artisanal and beautiful and complement the neckline of the dress really beautifully.
And I just want to make sure everyone knows all of these accessories are also Beholden. So when you're thinking about the pairings, like you can buy all of this on beholden.com. And I just want to say these shoes, when we were doing the practice of the event, I was like asking Lori, I was like, wait, I just want to confirm, like, is all of this for sale on Beholden? She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, so do I need these shoes just to start wearing them like on my Zoom events? And
The answer is yes. The answer is absolutely yes. These are Loeffler Randall heels. We adore this brand. It's actually small production batches. So the shoes are very limited in where you can find them. We're very lucky to be one of the retailers that does sell them. We've got these in a host of different colors. So this is our gold lame, which I love. It's like a really beautiful muted gold. So it feels very femme. It feels very like bridal appropriate. But we've got these in everything from ivory to like a bright fuchsia. So yes, get them. Absolutely, Rachel.
And that black heel is so reasonable. Like you're not worried about tripping or falling when you're
not at all. It's super comfortable. And I'll tell you, ladies, if you're having an outdoor wedding, like think about your heels. We're going to talk about this a little bit later, but because all these weddings are happening in non-traditional locations where you may have to deal with grass or uneven ground, a block heel is like the ideal footwear choice for you to be stable and comfortable and dance all night long.
I love it.
Good.
So this next gown that we have coming up is the Gambelle. And the Gambelle, I joke, this is like every destination wedding's dream come true. This has got like a really interesting lace. So we call this a goupier lace. It's really textured. It's got almost like a cottony type of look to it. So it feels a little bit more laid back, which is why I love it for a beach wedding. And what we're seeing is a lot of sleeve interest and coverage trending. And what's great about this dress is that the off the shoulder look that you see, I call them swimmies. They're actually removable. So you could change up your look throughout the night if you wanted to go a little bit more traditional for your ceremony, put a sash on this, do a long veil. And then, like you see in this picture here, if you want to go a little bit more playful for your reception, throw on the swimmies, put in a great, easy, no fuss hair piece like the 3D florals you see here, and just have fun with it. I love to slits are totally having a moment, and they're amazing because then you can show off the amazing shoes that you got. So you'll see here again, like we love a great shoe moment. And then the finishing of this dress is really beautiful because they've used the lace to actually trim the hem, the slit, and the neckline. So it feels really organic in the way that it's placed. We're talking about accessories. So Rachel, I love that you brought up all of this is available on Beholden. And one of the things that we've been doing is having accessories appointments. After you found your dress, you can come accessorize with us in stores or online, and we can help you figure out what your vibe looks like and how to bring that to life through all of these finishing touches, because that's really what makes it unique and differentiated.
So you're a real stylist too.
Yes, amazing. Yes. I love. Oh, go ahead, Rachel.
I was just going to say, I'm watching the questions as we go, and I want to say a couple quick things. So one, people are asking, they're loving the dresses. They want to make sure they're entered to win them. So guys, as long as you put in chat your name and your wedding date, that's your entry. So everyone who put in chat, you are in great shape. And I'll continue asking as we go, but people are so excited about their favorites. They really want to.
One question on this particular dress, Sheila was asking, does the leg split have buttons to seal it up?
It doesn't, but that's an easy enough alteration. If you're not comfortable with the height of the slit, that's something that you can work with your local seamstress on and absolutely lower it if you needed to. You can also, if you're not comfortable with a slit, you can always have it backlined, get some extra like organza fabric or even a chiffon fabric, and you can still have the look of the slit with a little bit more modesty to it. From an accessory standpoint on this, I definitely want to call out like the hair moment we're having right now. Like everything from bobbies to these sort of like really organic feeling halos are so fun because not everybody wants to do the full-on look right now, especially if you're having one of these smaller, more intimate weddings. And so the Valentina headband that you see on here, these are all delicately like hand sculpted flowers. They're incredible in person. I also, again, back to the earrings, these are white quartz, beautiful pearl earrings. Pearls are a huge trend right now. You can see it from the couture runways, even and really in the bridal market. And it makes so much sense in our world. It's such a beautiful way to accessorize. So I love that these earrings have a touch of pearl to them. And this one is available sizes up through sizes 26W and is $13.95.
I'm obsessed with that headband. And to your point about the veil, I mean, I think that everyone, has different tastes and different preferences. I'm a sucker for a veil. I think it makes you feel like, that's your wedding day, but like you don't wear it the whole reception, like all night. You can't dance with it on. So to have something else, to have on, I love that look and that idea. So I'm very into this headband.
Yeah, I think if you don't want to go the route of having a different look for your reception, changing your dress up, I think accessories are a great and inexpensive way to be able to do that.
100%.
So this next one's the Francilla. She's great. She is $9.95, so really, really affordable. Again, in sizes up to 26W. And this features that sort of like goupier lace again. So really sort of like more organic feeling, more like at ease. This is a really easy body to wear. So you've got a beautiful like lower V-neck, the cap sleeve, which I think is super romantic because it's unlined. So you get to see that lace really prominently. But here I'm going to totally focus in on the accessories. I talked about bobbies a second ago. They are having such a major moment right now. And I think they're such a fun way to have that little like nod to the 90s that's happening in all of fashion, but do it in a very luxe sway. So we've got these great little pearl floral pins that you can see on both of our models. And they've paired this back to like these really cool botanical hoops, which also make it feel dressy, but a little bit more approachable and casual. You're going to see bracelets featured on a lot of our looks. We're feeling them big time, and we love stacking them. So this one you can see on the sheet is a pearl that complements the pearl look that we're seeing overall. But we're running at Beholden, you can get 3 for $58 stackers. So it's such an easy way to throw on a little bit of glam into your look. And they're so great for after the wedding because I guarantee you'll wear them again.
Love that.
I love
the accessorizing with these gowns. Like, it's really helpful because I think there's such a focus on the dress, but accessories can totally change the look. Like, you might not even think about wearing certain things with it. So it's helpful for, I think, everyone to see how you guys style these.
Yeah, it's super transformative.
Mm-hmm.
So this next one's the Quinley, and I'm going to tell you, this is my favorite. So I love a good romantic dress. This one is all about flaunting your curves. This is great for hourglass figures, especially because of the way the lace is placed. So this has like a really lightweight chantilly, which is very delicate, very romantic. But then this is from Waters. So Waters has actually taken this incredible scroll work lace and placed it on the curves of your body. So it really highlights your curves. It's so flattering, as you can see on the models that we have. It also features corsetry boning. So we're seeing a lot of this whole like hint to boudoir happening. And this is a really nice way to do it. It gives the idea of something a little bit sexier, a little bit more revealing while still being very covered. It's got an off the shoulder neckline, which is so beautiful and so romantic. And then it's lined with a champagne lining. So again, it brings that lace to life for us. And then the best part about this too, you can see it's got a really beautiful train, great for pictures. It's got this beautiful scalloped finishing. So really dramatic, really beautiful. And then in terms of accessorizing with a gown that's got such a wow moment, you can go a little bit simpler and quieter here. I love this sort of like micro tiara. It's got Swarovski crystals, so you got all the shine, but it's just like a little bit of something that finishes off your look so that you could do a little bit more simple, clean and classic veil. And then your jewelry, like this earring is a very sort of estate feeling jewel piece that finishes off a very romantic look. And she's $22.95, so a lot of look for a beautiful price.
I want to say, one, I love that tiara. I saw Juliet like smile when you said the word tiara because I'm always like, wear crowns. Everyone should wear crowns. A couple people are asking where to find these gowns on beholden.com. So we pinned the link to the top of the chat. So you guys can see it there, and you can copy and paste that. And don't worry, again, we are going to email everyone who registered with all of the gowns and links to shop them and a link to see the whole collection on bridalfashionmonth.com. And then we're going through your questions. Keep putting the questions in there. We see tons coming in. Thanks, Lori.
No problem. So Matea, we had asked for question submissions on our Instagram handle over at Beholden, and Sydney Coslet was asking if there's been more efforts for the City Hall elopement wedding dresses. So this one is your elopement, micro wedding, mini moon, City Hall, everything dress. I will tell you, this dress in person is the most comfortable thing that you could ever wear on your wedding day. It is all out of stretch mesh, so it feels and hugs the curves beautifully and is just like super lightweight. So we love this dress. The midi length feels very fresh and very courthouse appropriate and gives you, again, a chance to show an incredible shoe off. We paired this with our Orsme heels, which have these great tulle bows, which feel very romantic, very sweet. The dress itself has a little bit of a peekaboo neckline. So it's got lace that is a little bit of a shimmer lace. And then we've got the knotted detail at the bodice. So a lot of interesting details when you get up and close to this one. I do, on the accessories page, want to highlight bird cages. So this is for those who love a little bit of retro, love a little bit of vintage feel. Down in your bottom left corner, you'll see the Twigs and Honey bird cage. It's such a great alternative to a full-on veil, and it feels like such a statement and such a moment. So that's a great option if you don't want to do your traditional veil. And I also want to highlight these Nicola Bathy earrings. She does this great sort of throwback vintage feel, but done in a very modern way. So these are, drop pearl earrings, again, mother of pearl and pearl, you'll see a lot of throughout the accessories, but brings in these like great statement bows. So bows on the ears, bows on the toes, very big trend right now.
I love that look.
It's fun.
This was my favorite, Sydney.
Yeah, this reminds me of great.
This one is so chic, so modern, so clean, and I love the back. It's such a wow moment for such a quiet, understated front. So we love the idea that this was like the most luxe t-shirt feeling dress that you could ever have, right? It's in a charmeuse, which has like a really elegant shine. It's not going to be too high shine. It just has a little bit of shimmer to it so that you feel fancy, even though you're super comfortable. Again, the slit, we love this one. It balances out the really high coverage of the neckline. And then the keyhole back is really what this dress is about. It's a major moment. There have been a lot of questions about how to find the right lingerie and underpinnings for when you're in these gowns. So I will tell you, a dress like this, you're going to want to look for a stick-on bra. We sell something called the new bra on beholden.com, but you definitely want to find the right undergarments when you're, especially on a clean dress like this, that keep you in place and make you feel, comfortable and confident. And then you'll see that the accessories on this dress are just so fun. I am a sucker for feathers. So I love the statement earring here from Lili Sadoki. She actually is known within the industry for like great headbands like this, but she's recently gotten into jewelry. So we love her, sort of more whimsical, quirky vibe. And then you can't forget, if you are a girl on the go, that you need a bag, and the bag has to be as great as the shoes because everybody's looking at it. You're carrying it. It's a moment. So this is a great little pouchette. It's got a drawstring with tassels. So really cute little details. You just need something. Girls, you have your phone and you need to touch up the lip gloss no matter where you're getting married. So make sure that you get a bag. And then the finishing for the shoe, I think, is such a fun moment. You're always looking for a way to bring your something blue into this. So this is a really beautiful baby blue suede heel. Again, a block heel, so very comfortable and great for outdoors. But I love this look.
I love this. This is such a like fresh take on a wedding dress too. I love it.
I love it so much. And I wanted to say that Lili Sadoki is also making beautiful masks. I bought masks from her and they look like your headband. They're like bejeweled and like they make you feel sort of like pretty and fun. So just if that's you're in the market for that, I love that designer as well.
We actually have some of them on Beholden, and people love them.
I thought you would say that.
Of course we do. So this is the Halen. Halen is one of the gowns at part of our exclusive Beholden by Haley Page collection, which is so great. Anybody who is a fan of Say Yes to the Dress or is just a fan of weddings, you definitely know the name Haley Page. She is the darling of the wedding industry. So we launched an exclusive collaboration with her back in June. We're so excited to be able to bring her incredible aesthetic to a market at a more attainable price point. So this is at $18.95. It features what is like a quintessential Haley Page design aspect, which is that cascading skirt. The way we've done it here is in this really beautiful, more dense lace paired back to the tulle skirt. So it's really light, it's really airy. You have beautiful little details like the tulle illusion neckline so that it just feels a little bit more airy and romantic. And then again, bringing in a little bit of that 90s influence. We've been seeing so many spaghetti straps hitting the bridal market and the runways. And so we love that, you have such a major ball gown and then you've got these delicate little straps. And then sheer details are still very important, whether it be a sheer corset, a sheer bodice. In this case, this dress has sheer side panels. So a little bit more of a modern feel on the sides of the dress where the bodice is cut in. And because this is such, such a modern princess approach, the way we thought about accessories for this was to really just give her a little bit of sparkle in the headband. This is an unbelievable headband, little florals. And again, we can't help but pair that Loeffler Randall shoe with every dress because it's just so beautiful.
So pretty. It's like a deconstructed ball gown.
Absolutely. And I think that's a lot of what we're seeing is like the biggest change I've seen in COVID is that brides don't want as much fuss in their look, right? And even if they're looking for fuller or more fuller skirt options, she's favoring more of an A-line over a ball gown. You know, it's a little bit more practical. It's a little bit more approachable. And, you know, you'll see it right here with the Jeslyn. It's really, really beautiful, still very princess-like, but definitely a more modern feel. I love this one. This is by Jenny Yu, which is a designer we all know and love. She's 1450. And the wow moment of this dress is really just like a quiet, understated detail. Throughout the bodice, there's these really beautiful hand-cut organza 3D flowers that are then reapplied on a corset bodice. So very romantic, very feminine. The skirt is so beautiful because it's very diaphanous. It's very ethereal. You know, it's very light and airy, which I think is so, you know, so much of what brides are looking for. One of the great things about this is there's a complementary piece that comes with it, which is just a tulle shrug with the florals. And so you can have a little bit of coverage, again, change up your look, and, you know, really just have a finishing piece to change the neckline of the dress out. And then for this, from a styling perspective, the veil here, I am just crazy about. It's got these great wildflower embroideries, which feel really organic and really natural, and really complement the florals on the dress. And then the earrings, which are by a designer I love, Gemma Sands out of California. She's very inspired by nature and by the ocean. And, you know, these are very almost like stained glass like, and they feel light and airy, which sort of mirrors back to the details of the dress.
I love the shorter veils as well, to your point about people wanting to like wear a ball gown but not be fussy, or like wear a veil but like, you know, maybe their wedding's a little bit different than they originally intended. And like these shorter veils do exactly that, right? It's like you still get that magic of a veil, but like maybe a cathedral length doesn't feel right based on the way your wedding is happening during this time, or maybe you're wearing your dress twice or whatever. But so I love that you're showing these shorter veils.
Yeah, and I think what's really great too is like just because it's short doesn't mean it doesn't have to have the drama. And I think you see that in a veil like this. And right to your point, like we have seen such a surge in short veils. I think, you know, because of the practicality of it, but I also think it just feels fresh and modern too. So a veil like this just makes my heart pitter patter. So the Oleana, this is with a new design partner that we have called Christos Kastarelos. He is out of Greece, and he has like a really interesting approach to bridal design. He's definitely more bohemian in nature in the way that he uses fabrications and details. He's very inspired by Greek mythology and philosophy. And so a lot of that, it plays into the movement and the flow of the dresses. So I love small details like that come to life. The ruffle at the bottom of this dress is really plays into that beautifully. And when you think about movement, it's just a really simplistic scalloped tulle hem that's got a ruffle detail. But when you walk, it literally floats with you. It is the most beautiful movement on this dress. And the fabric throughout the entire thing is this incredible scalloped embroidery with beautiful trims that finish the neckline. So this dress to me is just like an updated bohemian dream. The way we've styled it too, I really love the way the earrings complement it. You've got this beautiful open neckline. It's just begging for a statement ear. So again, you see some Gemma Sands play in here. They're Majorcan pearls, and it feels modern with the shape, but really has that boho sort of like natural feel still.
Oh, I love that. I love the, how would you describe those pearls? They're like a little abstract, like not perfect.
Yeah, so Majorca pearls actually they're not smooth the way you would think of a traditional pearl. They definitely have more texture, and more variety in the surface interest. So it leads to like a really beautiful feeling, you know, sort of boho leaning feel.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
And then this is such a fun dress. So the Avignon, we love the idea of Parisian chic. There is like this movement happening with French designers where less is more for certain. And it takes a very confident woman to wear an undecorated dress and really just own the personality and the accessorizing that come along with that. It's such effortless elegance. And really, you have to find dresses like this have to be so precisely tailored, right? So we're really excited to welcome on Sophie Voila, which is a new designer for us. She does designs like this and tailoring that is just bar none. So this is a Mikado column. We love how playful the flounce hem is on this. It just is an unexpected detail. We're also seeing that this shorter waistline, so you can see that it cuts her just slightly below her bust line. It's called an empire waist, and it's really feels really fresh. It feels really fashion forward. So we love that paired back with the modern square neckline here. Again, a really playful approach to accessorizing. You think about the French and they're so chic in everything they do. These hoops are everything. Like I personally own them because I just think they're incredible. But you've got a traditional oversized hoop, but then is using pearl to really bring it to a more femmy place. Opportunity here for hair. I mean, because this is a blank slate, you could do this up as much as you wanted to. So it's a fun dress to play with accessories with.
And this one is under 1,000.
This one is $995.
Amazing. So you can do so much with the accessories too. I love that.
So much with the accessories. You could get a second look. You could find something for your rehearsal dinner. Like, it definitely, from a budgeting standpoint, is super friendly.
Mm-hmm. I want those hoops.
They're amazing. And they're so lightweight too. And then we've got the Gracier gown, which again is another Sophie Voila. This is probably the most fun dress I think we have for the collection. It's like, unlike any other bridal dress you've seen before, definitely the epitome of effortless. I think about a girl walking down the streets of Manhattan on her way to the courthouse with some killer bag, maybe a pair of colored shoes, and really just owning this look. So this isn't a lightweight crepe. So even though it's got a lot of volume and swing to it, it's super light. It's finished with a dramatic chiffon tie in the back, which, again, great for picture taking. If the wind catches it in the right way, it's going to be a super killer picture. And then we had somebody ask, Shayna Cook asked if you could belt this. You could absolutely make this look into your own, add a sash, even add more of a structured belt for, a different feel. That's the great part about a dress like this. Again, such a great blank canvas to work with.
And this dress, Lori, before you go into the accessories, the first thing I thought when I saw it is it reminded me of this dress I was obsessed with when I was pregnant. And we keep saying that, we think there's going to be a lot of pregnant brides in 2022 because people are like, I want to move forward with my wedding. I'm going to get married on my first date, have a small wedding, and I'm going to have my huge celebration when I'm ready. And that might cause people to rethink some of their plans and their fashion. When I saw this, I'm like, this is going to be flying out the door for all of the pregnant brides I know there's going to be in 2022. And I love it. And I love the idea of just being I'm going to not let the health crisis stop my plans. And I'm just can't get enough of this dress. I love it so much.
That's a good one. I love that.
Me too. So then I think we got one more that we're sharing with you guys. Yep. So the Daidian. So this is from Tadashi Shoji, and anybody who's not familiar with that designer, they are known for stretch. So when I tell you that comfort is bar none with this dress, you've got stretch lace and stretch lining. So it is the second best thing to wearing jammies to your wedding. What I love about this is it's such a unique lace. So it's an embroidery that you can see throughout the sleeves and the bodice. It's got ribbon worked into the embroidery, so it feels very textural. And then you've got this great sort of rickrack feeling belt that's part of the dress that helps define the waistline. But this is a dress for everybody. The stretch, I will tell you, is the most flattering thing on any body shape or size. So this one's up to size 26 available, and this one is only $895. So you have tons of opportunity to accessorize it. On the ear here, you can see that we've put this great cameo earring. This is another Nicola Bathy piece. She's got this great way of a throwback to vintage, which cameos feel very, very old school. But then you've got it in a big scale with, complemented with these pearls. So it feels very fresh and modern. You could do a subtler ear, we have got the Gemma Sands drop pearl that you see. And then the shoes. I mean, shoes are very important. I love that the tone of these shoes is a little bit more of like a creamy oatmeal that match back to the dress. Shoes are super important. So go for bold color, go for metallics, or go for neutral. There's so many choices out there. But I love these. Again, a great heel height for comfort and for mobility. So I think that wraps up our dresses. I'm
going.
I know, I wish I could share all 26 with you.
I know, that was, it's so hard to pick, especially as you go into detail about the styling. Like at first I thought I had my favorites, and now I feel like my mind changed. Okay, so you might have seen a poll just pop up on your screen. We are going to be doing these while we answer some questions. So make sure that you answer the polls, and we'll see what you guys are liking, what y'all are liking in terms of styles for the gowns that you saw. Okay, should we start with some questions, Rach?
Yeah. Okay. So you touched on this, Lori, but people are asking again. So let's cover it. If this new collection is available in December. Oh, okay. Actually, this question is about the turnaround time. So what wedding date frame do you recommend this collection for? And just like generally taking a step back at Beholden, whether you're shopping in the store or online, how far in advance do you recommend people shop? Let's talk about timelines a little bit.
Sure. Yeah. So the really interesting thing about Beholden is that we stock all of our dresses. So you can literally go onto Beholden today, you could place an order, and if you wanted to overnight it, you could get a dress tomorrow. We're very different than the bridal boutiques, because generally bridal boutiques, you have to order between 3 and 6 months ahead of time. Plus you have to plan in timing for alterations and such. So generally we see that our brides, the dress really helps define and shape up the event. So she still shops in advance with us, really sort of 9 months ahead of the wedding. I think with COVID, things have changed quite a bit. So I think if you love it, shop now for it. At Beholden, we try to bring new and exciting things to you guys all the time. So dresses don't stay forever. So, definitely check it out online. And then you come into the stores if you want to look and see and feel it and try it on. In December, you'll be able to try all of these. And then if you wanted to order, you could get them as quickly as the end of December.
Someone is asking how often collections are released. Will there be a summer or fall? And this person's getting married next August.
Yep. So we actually bring in dresses throughout the year. We do 4 major drops. So the next drop will be around the March, April timeframe. So definitely you'll want to always check in with Beholden. We're always bringing in new exciting things. We shop the globe for the best of, designer creations. And so when we find something we love, we can't help but, add it to our collection. So, but generally you can find a lot of our newness hits right before what we call Bridal Christmas, which is January. And then again in March and then July.
Okay, so someone's asking, as you mentioned, Lori, these gowns that we're seeing today are just a portion of this collection. There's more dresses in the collection. So if someone's asking, will the rest of the collection also be available to view and pre-order on Beholden right now?
No, so we just made a sneak peek for these 12.
Cool. I love it.
As of the end of November, you'll be able to see the full collection. So this is your opportunity to get in early. So as you guys are going through these quizzes too, this helps us understand what you're loving and what you're feeling, especially when it comes to coverage. This is such a personal, personal choice to make. We're seeing that brides are loving sleeves. And the one thing I'd say is if you're considering a sleeve, know that it is seasonless. A lot of these sleeves are not backed. And so you could be very comfortable in a summer wedding wearing a sleeve. So don't be intimidated by that, ladies. It's definitely a look that you can wear year round.
Someone is asking or saying they love the idea of transforming their wedding dress throughout the day. And she was wondering if you have any recommendations for overlays, toppers, or other just general styling ideas from Beholden.
Yeah, so we actually we're just launching our separates collection, which is a way that you could start with having a very different look from, your day to evening or whatever. You mix and match tops and bottoms. Alongside of that, we definitely see that these beautiful sort of like statement pieces. So whether it be an organza jacket with puff sleeves, or even some more outerwear pieces like fur, or finishing pieces like overskirts are definitely a way to change up your look. When we launched Haley Page, there was a tremendous amount of interest in an overskirt that we had shown with a romper. So you could even take something that could be really fun and flirty for your reception, but for your ceremony, have it look like a traditional gown. So definitely play with accessories to change up your look. I think with as many photographs as you have on your big day, like it's really fun to be able to explore and try different looks and fashion.
I'm obsessed with that idea. Someone's asking a really specific question, which I like. So she's saying, can you let us know which dresses have the boning? You mentioned a couple. She said she loves that on Beholden, it's always mentioned that you guys do such a good job of describing the dresses, and it makes a big difference in her decision making. And to your point, like that's what sets Beholden apart, is that you can literally buy these from the site. So tell us a little bit about which of those dresses have some of that boning interior, or even you were saying like that boudoir inspired sort of exterior as well.
Yeah, I can absolutely run through them. The one thing I was going to say, which is one of the funnest parts of my job, is I'll be sitting at my desk in the Navy Yard here in Philly, and I will see our online stylists, which are our professional stylists that take the calls for virtual styling or some of your email consultations, and they actually try on every single dress. So they want to know how it fits, how it feels, and they help submit the copy that you see on the website. So they will tell you if it's yeah, it's amazing. And they're the ones that, make sure that when they're on calls with you guys, they'll tell you about foundational garments you may need because a dress may be deconstructed or it may have enough to hold you in. So a lot of these actually have interior construction. We will generally do boning at the sides, over the bust, and sometimes in the back, depending on if it's a low back or a sheer back, so that you guys can go braless, or if you wanted to sew in cups or wear, adhesive bras that you feel secure. Definitely most of the Waters gowns that you saw today have that. So our Malone, our Gambell, our Quinley gown, the more simplistic and clean gowns, because you see the corsetry and you see that boning, we generally tend to leave that out. Better options there are wearing, body shapewear. So if you're into wearing Spanx, definitely an option there, or strapless bras. You would have boning in the Mattea gown. I believe the Halen gown has it. The Jesselyn does. And I think that's all of them. So definitely on our site, you should be able to see that. If you don't, for some reason, email us. Our customer service is always ready to help answer those sort of questions.
Should we reveal some of the polls, Juliet?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Let's see. I'll start. Okay, we asked you all, what is your gown style, decorated or clean slate? Lori, which do you think was the winner?
I'm thinking decorated. I'm a clean slate kind of gal, but I think it's decorated.
Yeah, decorated. Yeah.
Okay, what fit do you prefer, light and airy or fitted and formal? What do you think it is, Lori?
Light and airy.
You're right.
Okay, we didn't say we were going to put Lori on the spot for all of them, but it's kind of fun.
This is a fun game now.
I love it.
Okay, which do you think was the winner between what do you prefer on the back of your gown, keyhole versus low open back? And I'll tell you, this was like almost, there was a huge, the one that won by a lot.
I'm going to go keyhole.
It was low open back. 70%. 70%. Yeah. Big win for low open back.
Okay, for shoulders, strapless or covered up?
I'm going to go covered up.
You were right. You were right.
I've redeemed myself.
Okay. Oh, delicate lace or dense lace?
I'm going to go delicate on this one.
Yeah, that was a landslide victory. 85% for delicate lace.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. And it's such a personal choice, but I love delicate lace too.
Okay, lastly, another shoulder question. Off the shoulder or covered shoulders?
I'm going to go off the shoulder.
It was a complete tie.
Oh, so I win.
What would you pick to break the tie?
I am loving an off the shoulder. I just think it's like, no matter what your vibe is, it's just so, it's so feminine, but it's so romantic. I just love it. It's dreamy.
It's such a good, like, you feel sexy, but you still have coverage too, which I think is so, it's what a lot of women want. So
absolutely.
That was fun.
That was
fun. I'm glad I got them right. Mostly.
You did great. Okay, Lori, we're just consulting with the live event elves on the back end, and they said that you have the winner, that you've been texted the giveaway winner. Is that correct?
That is true. And so drum roll, please. The winner of a Beholden Dress of Your Dreams is Shayna in Seattle. Shayna Rantug. Congratulations. You're getting married May 29th of next year. So we are so excited. You're going to be a hashtag Beholden Bride. So happy shopping, Shayna.
Congrats, Shayna. We can't wait to see your dress.
Oh, that's my favorite.
I wonder which one she'll pick.
I know.
Okay. There are so many questions, you guys. We know we didn't get to every single question, but we're going to send the transcript to Lori and her team. So they'll know all the questions that got asked. So I would say, just make sure you're following Beholden and Love Stories TV on Instagram. And if you have any urgent questions we didn't get to, you can DM either of us, or you can email bff@lovestoriestv.com, and we will get in touch with Beholden and get you whatever answers you need. And if you're just wondering about the gowns in the preview collection or the pricing or seeing them on the site, we are going to email you with all that info, and it's going to be on bridalfashionmonth.com. So we have got you covered. Lori, anything you want to share before we close out today?
This has been a blast. I would do this every Friday if you guys are game for it.
We literally are.
Amazing. Thank you guys. Congrats, brides. I'm always in awe of brides and how they bring their events to life. So congratulations, celebrate your love, celebrate all of the good things that are to come, and be sure to check out Beholden.
Yay. Thank you so much, Lori, and thanks everyone for joining us. This was so fun.
Absolutely. Take care, you guys.
Have a good day.
Bye.